Today's video is especially for women. But men should listen too, because understanding psychology helps everyone see reality more clearly. What we are about to talk about is not meant to blame or shame, but to awaken. Psychology says the way you treat yourself quietly teaches the world how to treat you. Many women lose respect not because they lack value, but because certain habits slowly weaken how that value is perceived, often without them realizing it. Psychology shows that worth is not something others give you. It is something your behavior communicates every single day. Research shows that small, repeated patterns shape identity, confidence, and respect. When these patterns change, your presence changes. Your relationships shift, and even your self-image begins to strengthen from the inside out. The first behavior is chronic self-doubt. When your inner voice constantly says, "I am not enough," your brain starts accepting it as truth. Psychology calls this negative self-schema. Once it forms, your posture, your tone, and your decisions all shrink. For example, when you apologize for existing or hesitate before speaking, people unconsciously mirror that uncertainty. Confidence is not arrogance. It is self-trust. Your brain grows stronger every time you challenge self-doubt with action. The second behavior is people-pleasing, which often comes from a fear of rejection. Psychology says this is linked to approval-seeking behavior, where your nervous system feels safe only when others are happy. But what happens when you say yes to everything? Your boundaries disappear. Research shows that unclear boundaries reduce perceived respect. Saying no does not make you rude. It makes you clear, and clarity builds value. The third behavior is tolerating toxic relationships because of emotional attachment. Psychology calls this familiarity bias, where the brain prefers known pain over unknown change. When someone constantly criticizes, manipulates, or drains you, your self-esteem slowly erodes. Your environment shapes your nervous system. Research shows that prolonged emotional stress rewires confidence. Leaving such connections is not selfish. It is psychological self-protection. The fourth behavior is over-sacrificing in relationships. Many women confuse love with self-erasure, but psychology says healthy attachment requires balance. When one person keeps giving without receiving, the brain of the other starts normalizing that sacrifice and taking it for granted. Love should not cost your identity. Mutual effort creates mutual respect. The fifth behavior is lowering standards because of fear of being alone. Psychology calls this scarcity mindset. When you believe options are limited, you accept less than you deserve. Your brain adapts to survival mode. But research shows that standards are signals. They teach others how to treat you. What you tolerate becomes your normal, and your normal becomes your life. The sixth behavior is constant negativity and victim thinking. While pain is valid, psychology says repeated negative narration trains the brain to stay stuck in threat mode. People are drawn to emotional regulation and inner stability, not perfection. Gratitude and solution-focused thinking change your energy, and your energy changes how people respond to you. The seventh behavior is putting yourself last for everyone else. Self-neglect may look like love, but psychology shows that burnout and identity loss follow when your needs are always postponed. Your brain associates your existence with exhaustion. Self-care is not luxury. It is maintenance. A fulfilled woman naturally creates healthier relationships. Psychology makes one thing clear. Your worth is not defined by beauty, status, or sacrifice. It is reflected in your self-respect, boundaries, mindset, and emotional strength. When these 7 behaviors change, your presence changes. People respond differently, not because you demanded respect, but because your behavior started reflecting it. If this video made you reflect even a little, then this channel is for you. Subscribe, like, and share your thoughts in the comments. Share this video with someone who needs it, because when a woman understands her psychology, her entire life begins to shift.